The following segment is sponsored by Telesign. Whether we believe it or not, we now live in a digital world that poses serious challenges and a growing potential to become a victim of fraud. Now, a new survey called the Trust Index by Telesign examines the critical role of trust in a digital world. Joining us today is life expert Stephanie Humphrey. Stephanie, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
Of course. Okay, we live in a digital world. We've already talked about this. Why is digital security so important?
Well, because there's so many people on their devices, right? Whether you're opening a new bank account or booking travel, paying your friends. And in today's digital age, mobile phones really are that lifeline that connect us to the new digital world. But we often overlook the security that goes on behind the scenes. And that's where a company like Telesign comes in, because they provide that security that keeps consumers safe. And it's important to understand the critical need for security. So that's why the 2024 Trust Index really measures whether people actually feel safe online or not.
All right, let's talk more about the Trust Index survey. What did you discover?
Well, they found that almost 87% of Americans believe that the companies that they engage with online are responsible for protecting their digital privacy. So on the other hand, though, this means that consumers are left vulnerable if the companies they interact with don't provide effective digital fraud protection. So the Trust Index survey also found that when fraud does occur, people will blame the company that they perceive was supposed to protect them.
Okay, I mean, I have personally had a couple of friends get hacked. So how does identity and fraud prevention actually work?
Well, think about when you open a new bank account, right? Your bank is going to connect to a lot of different digital identity data sources to help prove that it's you trying to get to the bank account and not some scammer trying to get to your information. And when you log into your account, that 6-digit code that you get or that push notification that you maybe get a text message from, that's the extra layer of security that's going to safeguard your personal information. But before you even get the code, Telesign is already analyzing all the potential risks signals just to make sure that it's safe to send to you, and then it's going to share that information with your bank as well. So this is one of those things where, you know, you may have never heard of Telesign before, but your favorite brands definitely know who they are, and they're trusting Telesign to help keep you safe online.
Absolutely, and there's no other way to say it. Fraud is so scary. What types of fraud should consumers be aware of that are on the rise, especially with the rise of AI?
Yeah, scammers are now using generative AI to facilitate what they call account takeover fraud. So that could mean a phishing attack, a social engineering attack, SIM swap attacks, or just creating fake accounts altogether. And some more data out of that Trust Index survey showed that the 12-month period following the release of ChatGPT, that's a popular AI tool, saw a almost 1,300% increase in malicious phishing messages alone. So, you know, Telesign is really out here trying to make the digital world safer for everybody, and they're using AI literally to fight AI to, you know, make continuous trust a reality for everybody.
All right. Well, Stephanie, thank you so much for being with us today. Everything you've told us has been so informative. Thank you again.
Thanks for having me, and visit telesign.com for tips on how to stay safe online.
Perfect. Thank you.